May is National Foster Care Awareness Month, and typically you'll see signs up in libraries and church events, and you'll see posters up in Market Basket and other public places. We are really, really passionate about giving families a second chance and seeing kids go back to their biological parents. Some people foster with the hopes to adopt, and that's not our hope. There's really nothing like seeing someone who's been in foster care for 6 months or a year or even 2 years get to go home and be with their father or their mother and be reunified with them. Mm-hmm. So I think that's just amazing. There's nothing else really quite like that. So
we really feel like this is something that that God has called us to do. So a big part of that is just relying on Him and believing in that calling. Also, I guess like for me specifically, it's just that knowing that there's a need. When we were going through training, it was some of the things that I was hearing and exposed to was, I won't say it was shocking, but just kind of realizing that that's some kids' reality was kind of heartbreaking. And it really just solidified in my heart that like, if I can do something to help these kids, then I want to be able to do that. So even when it's difficult and we have challenging kids or our kids might be having a hard time, knowing that there's a real need there and that we're really helping people and kids that need to be safe and feel safe helps me to kind of persevere.
Mm-hmm. A lot of child welfare workers think that after the whole COVID-19 thing settles down, that there's actually going to be a surge in children who are put in foster care. When stress levels are higher and children are home from school for longer periods of time and people are out of work, there's typically more abuse and more neglect, unfortunately, that goes on. So once those children are back in school or in summer camp or just back out in the community and being seen more, that there will be a much greater need for more homes than even like typically. From the very first time that someone called us to give us more information to when we got licensed was really probably only 5 months. It can really take, I would say, anywhere from 5 or 6 months up to maybe a year.
If you're considering it, then look into it. I mean, one of the things that they told us in training is that just because you're in training, that doesn't mean that you have to commit to being a foster parent.
If you're listening to this and this sounds like something that you might want to pursue or just something that you want more information about, or maybe you just like to hear more of our story, then you can contact Calvary Chapel and they'll put you in touch with us.